my dear Aries. This is the new bottom of the deck, and it's 9 of Wands, so tough defense. As I say, you don't believe a word they say, but they are promising this, but you probably don't believe them. I wanted to show you the empty eyes. It's like you can't fool that person. They're not even looking at you. Okay. And we have the Ace of Swords. So you have seen the truth. Like recently I've seen the truth, or occasionally you see the truth, and then maybe you start to believe in the lie again because it's so sweet. Okay, this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. Situation with said person. What's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, and this is the bond between the two of you, their feelings. Your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for September, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation here, and it's the 7 of Cups. So it's what I said, we can't believe a word they say. One day it's like they're saying this, the next day they are acting like this, and sometimes action speaks louder than words. So even if they tell you all those lovely things, what they do is what matters. It's what reveals them. Okay, and this is on your mind, and it's the 8 of Swords. So probably you want this so much that you are almost captivated by the situation. Your hope is keeping you locked into this situation, when reality could set you free, but would also make you being forced to give up on your dream. It's an 8, and here we have an 8. So on the other person's mind, it's like now they seem to sincerely want to work on it or improve themselves, and you are trying to free yourself from the fantasy. Maybe you feel like they don't love you as much as they say they do, or it can be that you don't trust them in general. If they say that they're going to do this, maybe you think that that's probably not going to happen. Instead, they are going to do that. But here, they want to be trustworthy. They want you to be able to trust them. They want to do better. They want to improve. They feel also like a little bit of a beginner, and that you should give them a chance to be better at this. Okay. The bond between you two is problem solving in a relationship. 6 is connected to the Lover's card. It's I'm feeling your person's energy here, and they wish for this relationship to be mended. They want to take the relationship from the rough waters into like a safer shore. And this is your feelings, Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands is a very strong card. It shows that we are ready for any challenges, but we are also ready to face reality and face the challenges alone if we have to. So we are not depending on this other person, and we can break free if necessary, if our soul tells us to. Because the Princess of Wands also follows like the mission from their soul. Okay. And here we have the Alchemist on their feelings. It's a little bit manipulative, but it also shows this with their willingness to fix things, which we see both in the 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Alchemist card, that they want to solve this. They want to figure it out. They want to understand you and give you things to make you stay, or to make you interested in them again. It's something else here. It's still as if they are learning. They haven't figured it out, so they're trying to figure it out, and they want to have a chance to figure it out. I'm seeing their light though has kind of suffocated themselves, so maybe they are not as aware of the situation as they hope they are. There can be a lot of things that they see with that you see with them that they don't see with themselves. Like you see a certain behavior, and here it goes comes again, and they are not truly aware of that, so they can't really comprehend the full scale of the problems between the two of you. And this is your behaviors and attitudes, and it's a Hierophant, so that's good in this situation. It shows that you take leadership, you step into authority, you know what to do, and you can help this person, you know, get their ducks in a row or understand what needs to be done. Their behaviors and attitudes, it's a little bit whiny, like it's like a person becoming the martyr and saying, whatever I do is never good enough for you. No, it isn't. Like, step up, be better. And so I think this is a little bit manipulative. We have the magician here, which is the trickster, and manipulation can be one of their like manipulation through look at me, I'm such a victim, or why are you doing me like this, and like shaming you, making you feel bad, or giving them lenience can be one of their tricks. Okay, but again, I don't feel like they are fully aware of it. It's just something that they do because it has given them benefits in the past. So if we are like dogs, easily trained, if we see that one behavior works, we get, you know, the candy we want, then we are going to continue doing it. And the outcome is the Justice card that has been kind of significant for this whole reading. So it says that we need to pay attention, be aware, not letting our light dim, but actually staying focused, and being able to sort like a bad behavior or a bad you know, road from a better one, and make better choices, and also speak and communicate very clearly about what's expected. So it seems like it can be a good idea to have a little bit tough love in this situation towards this person. Clarifying the Seven of Cups with the Wizard's Tarot, and we have the Temperance card. So it's about integrating our shadow. This is the card I usually call the Alchemist, and here it's the Alchemist in this deck, because the Temperance card is the one that tries to take the shadow and the light and combine them, and to expand one's own awareness by learning more. This 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5, which is the human library of knowledge. It can equals to culture, what we have learned, or even law, or the rules and regulations for a society, because it's everything we have learned up to now, how to treat each other, for example, or how to work together as a community. But it's through the alchemic process that we learn. It's through putting ourselves through different situations and see what works. So it's like being a scientist or an alchemist. And this is the beginning of the process, but this is when we have come to a certain part where we start to become aware of our shadow, and we integrate more and more of it. It's often also when we meet another person and they have like a totally different skill set. We have said now that this person isn't so skilled, but they are not so skilled when it comes to your relationship. There's probably other things where they are very skilled and you lack those skills. So the thing is, when we meet a person, we expand our awareness, we become more than we were before, because we're learning from the other person. So if you were like 100% yourself doing your thing, and they are 100% them and doing their thing, when you come together, you expand your awareness and you become more than what you were before, more aware about more things. It can be as simple as expanding your taste in music to being able to see the psychological truth about certain behaviors. And it can be so much more than that. Being able to understand another person's point of view, for example, in a conflict or a war, can be very important. So this that this person is like a big question mark to you. You are like, why are they acting like this? It's because they come from a total different like skill set. They have different tools which they are working with, and they are not speaking directly to you because it's not your tools. But when you learn how this person works, your awareness and your wisdom will definitely expand. But right now, or in this situation, this person is like a puzzle to you. Clarifying what's on your mind, 8 of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So you feel like your loyalty and your personality being somewhat forgiving is making you a prisoner to this situation, that you can't let go, that you can't move on, that you are loyal to this person. Whatever they do, it's like you always forgive them. Over time you'll forgive them, and it makes you feel like you're a fool for them, or that you are unnecessarily loyal towards them. Clarifying the 8 of Pentacles, and we have a 2 of Wands. So it's a similar situation. Here they're working with their hands, here they're working with their mind, trying to figure it out, what's the right thing to do, where I'm supposed to go, how I'm supposed to act, what am I supposed to say. So it seems like they are work in progress. Okay, clarifying the 6 of Swords, and it's the 4 of Wands. So they're trying to live up to your expectations. It's like these the 2 adults in this picture all over again. Here they're trying to solve the problems between you, so to live up to your expectations. Okay. And clarifying your feelings in this situation. We have the 9 of Wands. It was the card we saw in the beginning, the red person with the white eyes. Okay, so it's the same card here. You are prepared to protect yourself, and you have just had enough of this. So you're not probably not going to be as patient anymore. It's changing, like the past is changing because of your current feelings of taking charge over the situation. Both these people are holding the wand. You're like, I got the torch now, I got the fire. So probably you're so pissed off in this situation that you're not as lenient or forgiving as you were prior. So you feel like it could be easier for you to step away from this person now, as you are not feeling as much in need of them or anger with them. Clarifying the Alchemist, and it's a 9 of Swords. So they know this, and they're very scared of this. 9, it's connected to the Hermit, being alone. This person doesn't want to be alone without you. They want to have access to you, and they're trying a lot of things to try to please you, so you won't go, because that would be horrible for them, like the ultimate nightmare if you left. Clarifying the Hierophant, we have the 3 of Swords. So you are pretty heartbroken by this situation, and you feel like this person is not acting in the way we should act, like accordingly with your rule book, which can be true or false, or half true but also a little bit false. Not everything you believe about the situation is true, and you are not 100% right. Okay, so you need to question yourself also to be able to see where you are in need of maybe understanding the other person's point of view and realizing that it's also valid. Okay, it's not in every aspect, but in some aspects, many aspects you are right. It's like this song, make a list of what is wrong, the thing you told them all along. So it's like that, but you also need to check that list yourself. Like, what is it that the other person has told you over and over that you never listened to? So clarifying the 4 of Cups, and it's the 4 of Pentacles. So they're very willing to do the work, but it's not obvious to you because they are trying to kind of keep power over this situation by acting like they don't care, or that it's mostly, you know, they are having a bigger issue with this than what you are having. It's just them trying to keep control over the situation. It's not what they feel. They are very scared, but the outside might show that kind of see if I care, or they might be complaining about your behavior. So, oh, no, I took the wrong deck. Clarify the Justice card. And we have the Knight of Wands. I think this will change, though, this behavior. Eventually, they will realize that a lot of things you said were right, and they would want to come and persuade you to give them another chance here. So, Yang energy. Again, it's what I told you in the beginning, that they're in this for themselves. So even if they come like this, you might not expect, you shouldn't expect a total change with this person. They're just coming, trying to persuade you because they are hurting without you. It's not because they have seen the light and finally figure out that you are right. Just that they're trying to pet you the right way, so you will not be so upset, so you will stay with them or continue being their friend or their family member or their partner. Okay, this is you being so puzzled by this person. You can't understand why they're acting this way. It seems like a big question mark to you. If you love someone, you give your everything, and you're loyal and dependable, and they seem to be a little bit all over the place, and you don't understand what they're gaining from this. Clean it up. Okay, I'm feeling like this is some teenager vibe from them, that the whole act is some kind of residue from when they were young. Maybe they were not able to rebel in a healthy way towards their parents that was well received, so they could become a grown-up person with a grown-up mind. Instead, they are still caught in the rebellion. The nice thing with the Clean It Up card is that they probably know this, and they're trying to improve themselves. They might not tell you because of the 4 here, which is connected to the Emperor, Yang energy. I got the power, okay? So they might not tell you that this is their humble view on the situation, but it's what it is, okay? They know your value. They know how important you are for their well-being and their happiness. So they don't want to jeopardize it, but they're doing it anyway because of this little bit rebellion act also. Some old residue, something that they haven't worked through with whom it considered, okay? Instead, they are trying to work it through with you. If this isn't your grown-up son, for example, then there probably some teenager rebellion that wasn't able to become complete. So they are fighting themselves to behave, but they constantly go back to misbehaving because the teenager inside of them hasn't got like all its message out, or haven't been able to completely heal or do the overhaul. We are supposed to take the authority from our parents when we become an adult person, so we can become a grown-up person on our own, a mature, wise person. But first we need to be a teenager and say that everything that the parents have said, it's all wrong. So that we can make up our mind of our own, and then we will be in opposition towards a lot of things that our parents stood for, but a lot of other things we will take to heart and carry with us to our own children, which they might hate and say that, oh, I will never become like my parents. But we need to have that processed so we can define who we are and where we stand in the world. And I think this person haven't had that process really, so they're still rebelling and trying to find out what they stand for, and that might make them very wobbly. Like they can have this opinion in this situation, but then they have this other opinion, that opposite opinion in another situation, which makes them seem like they are all over the place. But I think sometimes they act like their old upbringing or culture or conditioning, and sometimes they act like they're rebel, but I don't think they are really acting as themselves just yet. I think this is themselves being like a little bit squeezed in this situation, and have like have the longing to not be in this predicament anymore, but actually be able to become themselves fully. And it's a pretty sweet person with a lot of loyalty and devotion. But maybe you will never see that. Maybe they will only show you this yang energy and, you know, a little bit self-absorbed as teenager can be. But so I can't really advise you in this situation what to do. We can take an advice here. See, regeneration. Well, they need a lot of kind of whooping, but, you know, they need to be put into their place a lot. But in the same time, you also need to tell them a lot of truths. Like, you are acting like this because you haven't rebelled towards your parents, for example. So that they can see things a little bit more quicker. The things that you see with them that's so clear to you, but they obviously don't see about themselves. Maybe you should try to find a way to communicate those truths or those insights to them in a way that they can, you know, welcome and digest, not in a way that's accusive or where you are making them out to be wrong, but where there's some sort of support from your end